The night everything quietly fell apart. I pulled into the driveway at exactly 7:43 p.m. The commute home had been the usual slow grind, red brake lights stretching out like a trail of warning signs, but I didn't see any of them for what they were. I remember gripping the steering wheel tighter than usual, not because I was angry, just numb. When I stepped inside the house, the scent of lukewarm sesame chicken and lo mein greeted me. The food was already set on the table, not lovingly, not thoughtfully, just placed there like a chore checked off a list. Elise didn't even glance up from her phone as I entered. "Dinner's out," she said without inflection. We sat in silence, occupying the same kitchen table like strangers assigned to the same train bench. I asked how her day was. One word. Fine. That was all she gave me. And honestly, I was used to it. Halfway through the meal, she set her fork down with deliberate slowness, dabbed her lips with a napkin, and met my eyes with a look I hadn't seen before. Cold, poised, premeditated. "There's something I need to say." Put my glass down. "Go ahead." She inhaled slowly. "I don't want to be intimate anymore." I blinked, unsure I'd heard her right. "What do you mean?" "I mean, I'm done with that part of our relationship. I don't want to pretend anymore." Pretend. That word hit me in the ribs. I leaned back, the room shifting slightly in my vision. "Is this something I did? Or didn't do?" She shook her head. "It's not about you, Derek." Changed. "I don't want to be touched. I don't want to go through the motions anymore." Her voice was detached, like she'd rehearsed every line. There was no emotion behind it, just a flat curtain of finality. She wasn't angry. She wasn't sad. Just finished. "I've been faking it for months," she added. "And I can't anymore." Something inside me creaked, like an old floorboard ready to split. But I didn't yell. I didn't beg. I simply nodded, slow and measured. That night, I lay next to her in bed while she scrolled mindlessly on her phone. Her screen glowed. Mine didn't. She was inches away but felt like another continent. Something inside me quietly fractured. Not with rage. Not even with heartbreak. It was just done. The morning after, I kept up the routine. 2 mugs of coffee, hers placed across the table like always. She took a sip, didn't look up. Cleared my throat. "Elise, about last night. Can we talk about it?" She didn't look away from her screen. "We already did." "No," I said calmly. "You made a decision. That's not the same as a conversation." She finally put her phone down. "I told you how I feel. That should be enough. I just want to understand if—" "I'm not broken, Derek," she interrupted. "I'm just not into it anymore. Don't twist this into some therapy session." I didn't argue. Didn't defend. I left for work in silence. The unseen drift. Over the next few days I tried. Quietly. Early. Picked up her favorite wine. Ordered that rare Indian dish she used to beg me to drive across town for. Left a simple note on her pillow that said, "I miss us." Her reactions were polite, almost robotic. A distracted thanks, a small smile. Then back to her scrolling, her audiobooks, her bubble of self-containment. Then I suggested a weekend away. Just us. To recalibrate. "I don't want to pretend everything's fine just because the scenery changes," she replied without blinking. That sentence. That was the scalpel. Clean cut. No blood. Just severance. That's when I knew. I was alone in trying. And when you're the only one reaching, it feels like slowly bleeding out while the other person flips channels. The moment the curtain dropped, it was late Thursday, close to midnight. I walked into the living room and found her curled up on the couch, illuminated by her phone's glow. She hadn't noticed me. Paused. Then saw the screen. A message preview. "Can't wait to see you again, babe." Froze. Then cleared my throat. "You're up late." She jolted and quickly angled the screen away. "Just texting my sister," she lied. I tilted my head. "Since when does your sister call you, babe?" "Was. Be too long. It's just a joke between us." I said nothing else. Not that night. But everything had changed. I started watching more closely. The withdrawal. She wasn't just physically distant. She had checked out of everything else too. Bills, errands, housework, all mine. Emotionally. She had become like a guest overstaying a visit, indifferent to the mess. And yet, she still had requests. Gas money. A spa day with her sister. Then came the brochure. Elena and I are planning a weekend in Santa Fe. Can you help with the deposit? Just $300. I looked at her, not with anger but a strange sense of detachment. You don't want intimacy. Don't want conversations. Don't want to share a bed. But you still expect me to fund your getaways. Her jaw tightened. So now money's your way of punishing me. I'm not punishing anyone. I'm recognizing reality. What's that supposed to mean? You get freedom. Ace. My wallet. I get silence. She scoffed. That's low. Maybe. But it's true. The boundary line. That week I closed the joint credit card account. Not out of spite, just logic. A few days later, she stormed into the room. Why did the card get declined at the salon? Because I closed it. You didn't even discuss it with me. Like you discussed ending physical affection. This is different. No, it's not. He stared. Furious. Son. But deep down she understood. Are you doing this to get back at me? No. I'm doing this to stop being taken for granted. A shift. From then on I stopped stepping in. The dishes, the chores, the small favors. No longer my burden alone. She started noticing. So, are we just roommates now? She snapped one evening. I looked her in the eye. I thought that's what you wanted. She called me petty, cold, calculating. She stayed calm. I'm not punishing you, Elise. I'm mirroring you. She didn't respond. Not with words. Just more silence. The end that wasn't loud. A week later, she stood by the stairs with a packed bag. I think I need some time away. He nodded. Take all the time you need. You're not going to stop me. No. She hesitated, blinked. Do you even care? I met her eyes. I did. For a long time. Now I care enough to let you go. Left. Quietly. No slamming doors. No last-minute tears. Just the final click of the door shutting behind her. The house was still. But not empty. It was finally peaceful. I returned to things I loved. Music, long jogs, fixing the old bookshelf she always told me to toss. Played vinyl records again. Loudly. Weeks passed. Then a message. Hey, can we talk sometime? I looked at it. Then put the phone down without replying. Not out of malice. Just clarity. I've come to see what I couldn't before. Love isn't about effort alone. It's about effort matched. And if you're the only one giving, it's not love, it's endurance. Eventually even endurance wears out. He chose distance. I gave her more than she expected. And now I live in the kind of silence that doesn't ache. It heals. If someone asks what happened between Elise and me, I won't tell stories of betrayal or play the victim. I'll just say this. She stopped showing up. I stopped filling the gaps. And in that space she left behind, I found something I hadn't felt in years.